This morning, new information is giving some clues about the timeline in the Fulton County case against former President Trump and his allies. It's beginning to look like a grand jury decision may come next week. It's a shift from early indications pointing to this week. Legal experts now say it looks like there's more work to do. 11 Alive's Jerry Carnes is at the Fulton County Courthouse. Jerry, this is an always changing situation and high stakes, keeping sheriff's deputies busy there.
Good morning, Cheryl. We were here on Monday morning at 5 a.m. when Fulton County Sheriff's deputies closed off a portion of Pryor Street in front of the courthouse here, and it appeared at that time that an announcement on Donald Trump from the grand jury was imminent. However, one legal expert tells us barricades don't dictate the actions of a grand jury.
Outside of the Fulton County Courthouse, sheriff's deputies have been busy preparing for reaction to an announcement that will come from the inside, behind closed doors.
I feel like I'm watching a soap opera unfold because day by day nothing seems to happen, but in the very end there's going to be an ending.
Right now there are 2 criminal grand juries at work. Each one meets 2 days a week. The grand jury that will consider the fate of Donald Trump will have the benefit of a report from a special grand jury that met for several months and heard from 75 witnesses.
Not only do we have the phone call between Donald Trump and Brad Raffensperger, but there are other phone calls that were recorded as well, and we have a lot of documents and a significant amount of testimony.
And it appears that the grand jury, now meeting behind closed doors, will hear from additional witnesses. Former Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan has confirmed he has received a subpoena to testify. His social media posts show he is currently in New York. Grand jury witnesses typically get 48 hours notice before they have to appear. Legal experts say District Attorney Fonnie Willis will need 2 full days to present her case to the grand jury, possibly more.
It also means that they have to, again, be very efficient in terms of how they present this information, because otherwise it could drag into multiple days. And given the fact that every grand jury here only meets 2 days in a row, that could drag things out.
Jerry, interesting to hear it described as a soap opera unfolding, and then thinking about the jurors caught in the middle of all of this, all eyes on the Trump part of this investigation, but it's not the only case they're hearing.
That's right, Cheryl. There are plenty of other criminal cases in Fulton County, and the grand juries here are hearing those cases. As a matter of fact, just recently they heard a murder case, and they will continue to hear other criminal cases right up until the point that they hear evidence on former President Donald Trump.
All right, we're following every chapter of the story to follow along with the latest developments and our in-depth coverage. You can text the word Trump to the number right here on your screen, 404-885-7600. We'll send you a direct link to the latest information.